Well, hey guys, it's a new month. I'm here at Costco. You will not believe what they have gotten in the realm of skincare. Anti-aging products, hydrating. Some of my favorites, staples, products I recommend all the time are actually here. Yes. So let's go through and check out what's new in the realm of skincare. There are a lot of good deals too, so buckle up. Wow, what is this? From Round Lab, Ducto Toner, 1025 Ducto Toner, Gentle Boosting Toner. 3 bottles of this toner for $24.99. Now, Round Lab has a lot of really great hydrating, moisturizing skincare products. Chondrus crispus, that's marine extract. It's very hydrating, kind of hyaluronic acid adjacent, glycerin adjacent. This also has glycerin. Protease, okay, it's an enzyme. Allantoin is soothing. Hydrating toners like this can be helpful after shaving. Instead of using something marketed as an aftershave, it actually is going to soothe and support the barrier through mostly probably the glycerin and the Chondrus crispus. Check it out, you guys. You get the fat oil 2 and then you get 1 of the clear. 20 bucks, 2 different shades. Supermodel, Newsfeed, and then my main is the clear colorless one. Do these have flavorant in them? Flavorant's a common irritant in lip balms. Yeah, aroma flavor. That could potentially be irritating. Shiseido's Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Cream Enriched Anti-Wrinkle and Plumping. This is just a scented moisturizer for $50 is what that is. Wrinkle smoothing, you can get that same effect from basically any moisturizer. There isn't like any retinol in here, or even, I didn't even see a peptide, although it is kind of hard to tell. I mean, if you like this, by all means, it's a moisturizer, but it's kind of expensive for what it is. Here's their super revitalizing cream. Is that also $50? Oh no, that's $68.99. What's it gonna revitalize? A heavy wallet. This is another scented moisturizer, and it has, I saw licorice root, which is good for redness and irritation. Retexturizing, moisturizing. So if you have rough textured skin, a moisturizer in general can help with that by improving water content and subsequent maturation of the skin cells in the epidermis as a result, because the enzymes that help with that require water. So any moisturizer can achieve that. I don't really see that this is necessarily special. Now they have this complete facial grooming kit, the Flawless Face Kit. Normally this is $19.99. It's on sale for $14.99, so $5 off. Okay, these, great option for facial hair removal. These little single blade razors. Now keep in mind, this is mechanically exfoliating as well. So if you are using a chemical exfoliant, you want to be careful after you use this. Back off on your chemical exfoliant, because that combination together can be really irritating. But this is actually a better option for face shaving, like the peach fuzz and stuff, than just a regular like disposable multi-blade razor. It's a little bit more time intensive to use a single blade razor, but less likely to be as irritating. Just make sure you don't press too hard. Try and only go over a given area one time, and try and shave in the direction of hair growth, which depending on where on the face you're shaving can actually be kind of challenging, but these little blades make it easy. And then is this a smaller one? Yeah, precision for around the brow. Also make sure you use like a lubricating shave oil, cream, foam, whatever, and get the hair good and wet. You know, you get your face, for example, good and wet, the hair will be easier to cut. Then after you rinse the residue off and you're done, apply a lightweight fragrance-free facial moisturizer. That'll cut down on shave irritation. Yeah, face shaving doesn't make the hair grow back thicker or darker. It just cuts it at a blunt angle, you know, cuts it blunt so you feel that stubble as it's growing back. As opposed to when you tweeze, you kind of fracture the hair down below the surface of the skin. It takes longer for it to grow back. But, you know, as opposed to shaving where it's right at the face surface. Face surface. I said face surface. Okay, lash curler is really popular, but if you're allergic to nickel, you gotta watch out for these, because sometimes they have nickel in them, and that can cause an eyelid dermatitis. This looks terrifying, this mascara clump remover. I have seen people using these like on social media, and they kind of terrify me. Be really careful with stuff like that around your eyes. And also look out for the nickel there too. Last night I finished yet another jar of this Hydro Boost water cream. Fragrance free. I really enjoy it. It's $29.99. Last time we were here though, I think it was on sale. So keep an eye out for the sales because I think it was like $5 off the $29.99, I want to say. Well, this is really nice. In contrast to the older formula, it has natural moisturizing factors like urea, which is not only good for improving hydration in the skin, but also very gently exfoliates. And then the hyaluronic acid also helps with water retention. Alright, so New Lash is a lash growth serum. It has prostaglandin analogs in it, a prostaglandin analog. You gotta be careful with those. They can cause discoloration of the skin around your eyes, as well as change the color of your eye. And they can cause unwanted hair growth, like for example if you drip some outside of the lid line, and they rarely can cause periorbital fat loss. You see, they don't have to disclose all of that. Isopropyl cloprostenate is the prostaglandin analog. Latisse is bimatoprost. That's the prostaglandin analog in Latisse, but Latisse is prescription only. This also has some peptides which may help condition the lashes, cut down on breakage. This is all of these things it doesn't contain, but it fails to caution you about periorbital fat loss. If you're looking for a lash serum without a prostaglandin analog in it, I suggest the Ordinaries. Can't guarantee it's not going to cause lash irritation, but it does not have the prostaglandin analogs in it. It's like one of the only ones. I'm sure there are others, but it's like the one that I've seen and know for sure does not have those ingredients. Looks like Perricone MD is back this month. $49.99 for 1 ounce of a moisturizing cream. This is actually pretty good. It has SPF 25, which is just shy of the recommended 30. This also has a bunch of peptides, which can help hydrate the skin surface. May technically help with improving the health of your collagen, although it's kind of cross your fingers and say a little prayer that that's what's actually happening. Now, niacinamide, of course, is good for the moisture barrier, redness, hyperpigmentation. It has anti-aging benefits as an antioxidant, but you certainly do not need to buy a $50 moisturizer to get that in an effective formula. The vitamin C ester in this is tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate, stable form of vitamin C that not only is stable in contrast to ascorbic acid, but also appears to have a good chance of getting into your skin. Great. Overcomes the challenges with formulating vitamin C into skincare products. However, your skin needs to convert it to ascorbic acid in order to have benefits such as improving collagen production. And whether or not that happens, question mark. It's a mineral sunscreen, so if you're sensitive to chemical sunscreens, now it's marketed as something that you put on the neck and chest, so maybe you don't like your facial sunscreen in those areas. The niacinamide definitely can defend against age spots though, just based on how it works for hyperpigmentation, and it can help defend against sun damage. Maybe the vitamin C ester also will help with cutting down on oxidative stress. Neck skin is very sensitive and exposed. It sees a lot of environmental aggressors that prematurely age the skin. The question here of what they're showing you before and after 8 weeks is like, would she have gotten that with just a basic moisturizer? Probably. It just looks like she's moisturizing here. This is new this month, the Rock Eye Cream, Multi-Correction Eye Cream. You get a serum and a sunscreen. So the sunscreen is a chemical sunscreen with hyaluronic acid, so it's very likely going to be a hydrating facial moisturizer with broad spectrum protection. Again, you got to apply it in the thick layer, but 30 is the recommendation. Then you get a hyaluronic acid serum. These can be helpful for smoothing out the skin surface and improving water content in the skin. And you get an eye cream. The eye cream has glycerin and hyaluronic acid. It also has some peptides in it that may help improve the appearance of fine lines around the eyes. You get all 3 of these here. They're all fragrance free. The Hydrate and Plump Regimen Pack, $49.99. I actually don't think that is too bad. This is a good deal here. The Rock Multi-Correction Moisturizer with SPF 30. You get 5 ounces total, 2.5 ounce tubes. on sale for $34.99. So this is a chemical sunscreen. Now, unfortunately, this one does have fragrance, so that can be irritating. This has 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid. Recently, I did a video, should have gone up, what, yesterday, on Cetaphil's new vitamin C serum uses 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid. Stable form, but again, the same issue, like, yes, it's stable, yes, it'll get into the skin, but the real question is, does it convert and do what ascorbic acid is supposed to do? Speaking of that Cetaphil vitamin C serum, when I was filming that in my head, I was thinking to myself, I bet, here, I'm just trying to focus on something in the background. I bet Olay has something very similar, but more expensive. And so I would say this is looking kind of similar. This also is a 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid vitamin C. It's in a cream rather than a lightweight serum, but potato. This also has niacinamide, which, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, because we don't know if 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid gets into the skin and is converted into a meaningful amount of ascorbic acid, the one who's doing the heavy lifting is niacinamide, and that's the case here. Now, in contrast to that serum, this has lactic acid, which may get you a little bit more in terms of not only hydration, but smoothing of the skin surface. This one has fragrance though, so if you're allergic, it's a no-go, whereas the Cetaphil one does not. But they've got some similar ingredients of interest. So here at Costco, this is $50 for the 2 jars. So I don't know, this isn't too expensive, but sometimes Olay will pop up in there with like a $35 moisturizer and you're like, what? Look who's back at Costco. If only they would bring back the Vaseline kit, I'd be set. So the Snail Mucin Power Essence, I adore. I also love the cream, and I love the fact that the cream is now in a tube. So this is $37.99. 2 130 ml bottles of the essence and 2 20 ml tubes of the cream. Now, this is really good for improving the appearance of the skin surface. Hydrates, plumps, smooths. You see a visible, at least I do, see a visible improvement in elasticity. Like, I actually used this morning and last night, and I like using this as well quite a bit. Once you get over the texture of it, if that bothers you, it really can be quite beneficial. It doesn't work out for everybody, but it's a favorite of mine. Definitely lives up to the hype, in my opinion. Then it looks like we have an eye gel here. Eye cream. Kind of looks like a gel, but it's actually a cream from Strivectin. So you get, normally this little 2-pack here is $50, but it's on sale for $34.99. This one's got tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate, a stable form of vitamin C. Again, does it actually get in and convert? Who knows? This is the same form of vitamin C that was in that, was that what was in Pericone MD? Yeah. So possibly helpful for cutting down on oxidative stress that contributes to premature skin aging, skin damage. Under eye puffiness can be reduced simply by applying a cool moisturizing gel or a cool compress. Some people respond well to topical caffeine for reducing under eye puffiness. Does this have caffeine though? It does not appear to have caffeine. So there's that. I think this was here one other time because I vaguely remember this, but this would be a pass in my mind, solely because of the price. Otherwise, there's nothing like objectively wrong with it. It's probably a good moisturizer for around the eyes. Strivectin is back with their alpha-3 peptide neck cream. Allegedly is going to lift the skin of the neck. It's not. Like, if you have saggy skin on the neck, it's not going to be addressed by any sort of neck cream. Like, this almost even looks doctored, like airbrushed a bit. Now, this before here just looks like it hasn't been moisturized. This looks like it's been freshly moisturized. I'm telling you, just applying a moisturizer really does do quite a bit for the appearance of the skin surface. But you don't need to drop. How much are they charging for this? Normally it's $67.99, but it's on sale, $20 off. So $47.99. Vertical sleep wrinkles. Those do happen, vertical sleep wrinkles, but if you can train yourself to sleep on your back, that'll get rid of that. This is a good deal, provided you're not allergic to fragrance, because objectively, these Hemp's body moisturizers are really good. And I believe they have a fragrance-free one, although it's not included in this TSA-approved pack. You get 6, and it is normally $19.99, but it's on sale for $15.99. Whenever I do these Costco videos, I'll always get comments like, who needs that many TSA approved moisturizers? Well, if you have 2 children and some nieces and nephews, this is like stocking stuffers, dunzo, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do think you might be interested in this. But hemp seed oil is a good ingredient in moisturizers. It's an emollient, but it also has some anti-inflammatory compounds. This also has shea butter and jojoba seed oil, likewise moisturizing. These are good. Like, the consistency is really good. And the scented ones, you know, again, provided you're not allergic to fragrance, it's a nice scent. Likewise, this Brazilian body butter, also a good moisturizer for those of you who are not allergic to fragrance. The scent is not overpoweringly strong. It does, this particular moisturizer does go on a little streaky, if I recall correctly, but it's very hydrating. And if I remember correctly, I liked the way that this smelled. Well, we have a 2-pack here of Garnier's Micellar Cleansing Water. Okay, I never could get this to work. So micellar water is helpful for some people for removing makeup, water-resistant sunscreen, cosmetic residue. It's like an option, right? You have oil cleanser, cleansing balm, micellar water. And it works for some people. For me, I never find that these work particularly well. The only one that has ever worked out well for me is the Bioderma Sensi Bio micellar water. But when I've tried this, it just burns around my eyes, causes eyelid irritation. Well guys, Costco did not disappoint. Get in here this month. They have a lot of great deals in the realm of skincare. Now, if you're not a Costco shopper, if you are Team Sam's Club, I got you, because recently I went into Sam's Club. They have a lot of great skincare deals. So if you want to check that video out, it's going to be on the end slate, but I'm going to wrap this one up. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.